Hello and welcome to another video, and today we will be doing a 2020 Senate election predictions. So if you want to get to it, you would just go to 2020 Senate Interactive Map under Senate, or you could go to Senate 2018, change this to 2020, and you get there. So I'm gonna begin. So this one just has incumbents, so I'm only gonna use the incumbents, no other speculative candidates. And for the sake of this, we're gonna say that a Republican is in office in a tilt margin, if that works. But let's begin. So I would start off with some safe states, basically the Midwest. And sounds very popular. I do not see this flipping. I think he will run again. There were speculations that he'd run for president, but I don't see that happening. Tom Cotton and Bill Cassidy. Okay, Cindy Hyde-Smith. This one will be under 15%. And same thing with Alabama. Tennessee will go to Lamar Alexander, and Lindsey Graham will win in South Carolina. Shelley Capito will win her race, and those are the Republican states. The Democratic states. Well, not admittedly, this will go under 15%. I am staunchly in the belief that Oregon will become very competitive in the near future. Colorado, New Mexico, those will not be safe. Illinois will be safe. And same thing with Massachusetts. And basically, these are the safe states. We have 40 Democrats to 43 Republicans. This is going to be one of your closer ones, maybe like a 50-50, 51-49. I would see unlikely John Corbin. John Corbin is not Ted Cruz. He has more experience, and I don't think that'll work over this time against him. He probably run for Congress or something like that. But Corbin usually, well, he is pretty popular, more popular than Ted Cruz, and it's hard to dislike him. And basically, he do pretty good. As he isn't Ted Cruz, and he isn't running against Beto. Tommy, unlikely. Nothing's him. And Cory Gardner. Okay, there's a Republican incumbent, so I would see this leaning to the Democrats, as Colorado is trending more blue. I see this going Democratic in the next election for sure. And Arizona. Arizona will probably go to Jon Kyl in a leaning margin. Jon Kyl has experience. He's more well-known, more than McSally, and he was a replacement for John McCain. So, there's no chance that he's actually gonna lose this. Alaska, this one goes to Dan Sullivan in a likely margin. Dan Sullivan is not the strongest candidate. And, Alaska will get closer. Mississippi, I could see this going in either two ways. Sinead Smith is able to regain her base, and somebody that isn't as strong as Mike Espy comes in, and Mississippi just stays likely. Or again, or there's still backlash against her, and it could become a Roy Moore thing and then go to the Democrats. I'd say that it stays likely, but because basically Mississippi is still Republican, and with Trump on the ballot, like, people are gonna vote down the ballot instead of vote against as vote against Smith. And I see Doug Jones losing his race narrowly because it was against a candidate that was Roy Moore. Roy Moore is very scandaled, and it was pretty easy for him to probably win like that. So it's just that Roy Moore was horrible. Like, I don't like him. Pretty much a lot of people didn't like him. Chuck Jones was scandal-free, blue dog Democrat, kind of the same beliefs as them, as him, but still kind of a Democrat. Now, we're not considering a candidate. Doug Jones would lose to a generic Republican. A generic Republican believes some of his beliefs, but even more conservative. So Doug Jones really needs to switch parties, I guess, to win. But he won't do that. And I'm gonna give to Jeff Merkley. Either likely or leaning. For now on, we'll leave it likely. And Susan Collins will go leaning to the Republicans' column. So they need one more to win since the Republican is like that. But I'll just make it. Yeah. Okay, so Kentucky. This one will go to Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell is unpopular. He's way unpopular. I don't really think this is good. I personally hate Mitch McConnell, especially for opposing the First Step Act. That will hurt him with minorities. And if somebody else like Grimes runs again, he's gonna lose, even if Trump's on the ballot. That's how much people would hate him. I could totally see this flipping if it's in the right, if the right things happen, and if the other candidate plays their cards right. And hopefully McConnell would lose his election. I actually would want him to lose the election to a Democrat. I want that. If I'd have a majority leader, if I actually had a majority leader that's a Republican, I would choose either Ben Sasse or Lindsey Graham. Most likely Lindsey Graham. Mark Warner, he's pretty much gonna win. It's Virginia. It's turning more democratic. They're on the ballot for the presidential election. It's gonna be a pretty big landslide. Not as much as Tim Kaine, as he's more popular in his state. David Perdue and Tom Tillis will both win. There are more of those Southern. I guess I don't know if they're the Southern Baptists, but they could appeal to the Southern Baptists. They could get out the agricultural voters, and they minority. I don't think minority candidates will run again. Maybe, but in North Carolina, I think Tom Tillis will probably win. Georgia, David Perdue most likely Roman has a better chance of winning than losing. So, both of them have Trump on the ballot, and Trump will most likely, I think he will win these 2 states. And New Hampshire, Jean Shani, I don't know how to say it. Sorry. Janae Shaheen. Sorry if I offended her. But that she'll win here pretty narrowly. Okay. Trump is most likely to lose here. It's on the back. So it would help her. And she already has experience. She's the incumbent. And I'm pretty sure she was the governor. Johnny Ernst. I don't know if I see this going likely. I would leave it leaning because not all a lot of Democrats voted for him. I think that this will stay likely, most likely, in the next election, but Iowa will still just be leaning with more Republicans favor without the Democrats even. So we have 45 Democrats and 53 Republicans. So Republicans get a gain of 2 if they keep it like this. But Tina Smith, I honestly see hers being leaning with Democrats on the ballot and her being the incumbent. But right here, Gary Peters. Gary Peters. This is a hard call, but I would make this one a likely margin, a leaning margin, since he's on the ballot, since Democrats are on the ballot, and Trump is, so it will become a pretty close race. But just let's give the VP to teach Republicans. And look at this. Republicans have 53 Republicans to 47 Democrats in the Senate. So the 2020 Senate is pretty beneficial to them. Just like the 2018 one was. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.